Alter ego watch the brutal moment MAFS groom dumps his bride and walks off set in dramatic final vows. The dating show from Down Under saw David Momoh marry Alissa Fay, but their marriage experienced a very turbulent time towards the end of the experiment. On their wedding day, fans coined Alissa a walking red flag and encouraged David to run from his bride. Now, it appears MAFS star David has done just that, as final vow saw him dump the blonde beauty. In a very dramatic clip, the groom, dressed in a white suit, read his vows to Alissa and ultimately ended their marriage before walking out and not hearing her vows. Alissa looked shocked as she stood solo by the altar, watching David walk away. He ended his speech by saying, "I'm walking away, because loving you shouldn't mean losing myself." It was at this point that the groom put his vows into his jacket and walked off. Alissa said, "Are you not going to listen to my vows?" as she watched him go. In an interview with 9.au, David has since said that he has no regrets about walking away. "I'm not gonna lie, it felt good to walk away without listening to Alissa ramble on for 5 more minutes of my life," he told them. He added, "I think she got a big head. She probably thought, oh, this guy's is so obsessed with me, but it wasn't like that. It's just something that in the moment felt right for me." Upon meeting David at the altar at the start of the experiment, Alissa made an unprecedented move as she told David she could not marry him unless he got down on one knee and proposed. Upon meeting David at the altar, Alissa made an unprecedented move as she told David she could not marry him unless he got down on one knee and proposed. She made her groom squirm with a lengthy gap between saying, "I don't think I can marry you," and "not until you get on one knee and propose to me first." The pair were locked in an awkward interaction for a whopping 15 minutes as Alissa demanded reluctant David to get down on his knee. But eventually, David caved and proposed to Alissa at the altar. However, he did say afterwards that the awkward moment during their wedding was a red flag. And fans seemed to agree, with many even warning David to run from his new wife Alissa at the time. "Walking red flag," wrote one user underneath an E4 video of the moment. "Run for your life, David," said another. A third predicted, Alissa and David will be butting heads throughout their marriage.